welcome back. Today my guest is Frank Czarnik Jr. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yearly we have Frank come back and tell us about a few events that's happening. A long-time event that we've had, the Czarnik Heffern Memorial Golf Outing. Things have changed a little bit this year. I'll let you tell us.
Yeah. Well, with Mom passing, we're still doing the outing. It's the 17th one at Fox Run. And I know we'll say the date often, but I'll say July 28th.
Yep.
Without Mom, it was hard, but the committee, and I'd like to do a shout out to each of them, of Joellen Pickett, Jim Iovino, Jim Heffern Jr., Greg and Randy Mazzone. Who am I missing? Oh, Larry Lewandowski, and the former committee members. They've all said, we're going to keep doing it. And it was just a great thing that, and the jokes were, we're going to keep doing it till as long as they have breath too. So we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to honor Mom. We've got a little something for her at the outing this time.
Cool.
A little special something to kind of say hi, and I think as I started to tell you, it's a little more difficult without her because I realized all the stuff she did.
She took care of, right?
It was just a list of Mom did that, Mom did that, Mom did that. Uh-oh. So the committees wanted to do it, so we're keep going forward.
We had the same problem on the village board when we were starting. Well, who always took care of that?
That's a list, yes.
It was Nancy. And wow, we didn't realize how much harder our work got and all that. But
that's exactly it's exactly what it is on this. And one of the things we have done for this year, we've awarded 10 scholarships. So 10 $1,000 scholarships.
Wow.
We're up from 8, and when I originally started, I think it was 4, and then 6. We've given over $85,000. Wow. And one of the things Mom wanted before is she noticed, and she's like, I'd like to kick it up to 10. So we had actually voted on that at one of our last meetings. We kind of all forgot, but luckily Joellen, our secretary, reminded us. So this year we'll be giving away, we gave away 10 $1,000 scholarships to the Elk Grove seniors.
That's just huge. That is really great. And just to let everybody know, the Czarnik Heffern Memorial Outing started 17 years ago, was named after your dad and Jim Heffern Sr.
Yes.
You have now Jim Heffern Jr.
Working
with you and all that. So still have the family involved in it. And
exactly.
I know a lot of people look forward to it. Now, who can receive these scholarships?
Anyone any senior in Elk Grove have to be an Elk Grove resident. And then what we ask is there's a little application and then a one-page essay to say about your community involvement and things like that. Because Mr. Heffern and my dad were so involved in the community, that's where it started is, what have you given back to volunteering, community, to Elk Grove? And we restricted to Elk Grove because obviously of the two of them. And this year we actually broke with the 10, 5 and 5. It's 5 to Elk Grove, 5 to Conant.
Okay.
We have in the past done divider too. It's just an Elk Grove resident, a senior. And one of the things that Mom had always said, and that we will continue, is it's a check to the people. It's not to the college or whatever, because there could be any kind of expenses. And she was always proud of just saying, it's a check made out to the seniors. And I'd like to believe they use it for just school, but the reality is it's money that you can use however you need to.
There's a lot of stuff, plus different types of schools, trade schools, and you have cosmetology, you have everything, and plus even a computer, to buy a computer nowadays, or
and
something
that's why we wanted to do that. Is it's not limited. You must go to college, or one college is better than the other. It's these seniors have dedicated time to Elk Grove or to the community and volunteering, and you read some of these the volunteering that they did, and I realized that when I was in high school, boy, I was really lazy.
The point is, I think also is it doesn't really base it off grades. It's what you've done for the community.
Correct.
So,
and it's just because Dad and Jim were so active with everything in the community and how much they
sports and everything
and all the leagues and all the. I know Dad and I know Mr. Heffern were Park District or not where they were Elk Grove youth baseball coaches, managers, equipment managers, all in one year, and it keeps adding up.
And so many different sports throughout the year. So
exactly.
It was great. So So the money raises, it just come from the golf outing, or are there other things?
No, it's really our golf outing is our only source.
Okay.
We also have the whole sponsorships, which we ask people
Sure.
if they want to sponsor a whole, but it's all based on the golf outing. It's the only fundraising that we do for it. We're always grateful for any little bit of donation. We do have the raffle prizes and things like that, and we try to find some unique things and anything else we can. We're always looking for the donations of those. And anything we can do to get, we'll purchase where we need to and stuff.
Sure.
But we try, as you said, that the golf outing is our only source of income for those scholarships. So we push it hard and heavy and hope for the best.
But you do take donations from people even if they aren't in the outing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll put it on the screen, but
yes,
you can go to the website and just have a donation form for
yes.
somebody.
And we are a 501(c), I guess I'm supposed to say.
Yeah.
So it is
So
a tax
it's a
write-off. So hopefully that helps. As I said, a lot of them funnel through my mom. So I'm trying
it's
to
a learning experience
find
for
where
this
those
year.
were and some of the letters I find. I'm like, oh wow, I see this. So I have to
What's this
send
check
them back.
from?
That's kind of some of the fun. But luckily, again, the committee is really really strong on the financing, and Jim Iovino has helped us so often with it, and everyone does their part. So we keep going with it.
So you said the outing, so it's going to be different from last year. The date is, again, the 28th.
July 28th. We moved out of August for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember we were in October when it first started.
Yeah, well, we had to make sure when a Bears game was.
Right. Well, that's
it
exactly
was a Sunday.
because yes, it was a playoff. My dad, when he would run the outing for the over 50 softball league, to get the best rate was in October, obviously, and it had to be a away game for the Bears or the bye week. So then after he passed, and Mr. Heffern just kept it going and started, and then we moved to the summer, which was the greatest thing because I think we've had snow, sleet, rain.
I went to
nice weather, and then snow, sleet, rain, and snow.
Torrential downpour one time, and,
yes.
and I played, and I don't know why, but I mean, everything.
We got through 8, and I said, I've had my fun.
Yeah,
That's enough.
Yeah. Well, you figured, you know what, we're out here, we're gonna do it.
Right. So now we've moved to July for this time. We're normally in August, but this time we moved it up 1 week.
1 week early.
1 week earlier.
So it shouldn't really affect more people.
I hope not.
Now, how do people sign up?
They can call the golf course.
Fox Run?
Call Fox Run, and the people there, Alex at the course has instructed his
Dennis,
folks now
all the
to
people, yeah.
to all take how to do it and just sign up. We're doing it again. When COVID, we ended up going to a rolling start that basically a tee time start after 8 o'clock. I think they go to 1:30 or 2, but if somebody, I can work it if we have to. But so it's tee times. It's a regular just tee times every 10 minutes after starting at 8 o'clock. We got away from the shotgun start because of COVID. Then the following year, the Fox Run, the Fox Den was being done, so we didn't have it, so we kept going. This year we kept it the same because our committee keeps voting. Some of us want the shotgun and the events after, and others. So we're still in debate, but for this year we're
There's
continuing.
good and bad about both.
Exactly.
Some people can't make it early in the morning. They got to work. It's a Friday, so they get a tea time after lunch or something like that. But then you take away from everybody getting together at the end.
Right.
In the one. So it's.
But it's fun that you still see a lot of the people.
Well, that's it.
Some of the same groups still get
Few
together
of the people
after
that
and
I
just
know
keep
still
hanging.
in the bar, no matter what time they start. So
I was saying at the clubhouse, but yes, that's where I was hinting. But
it is what it is.
Who are we kidding?
We know these people.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's how they sign up. Though you said it's going to be just a starting time. So is it your best shot, or is it just your own score?
Oh, no.
It
It is a tee time. So we have foursomes, and thank you. It's a scramble. It's a best ball scramble.
Okay, so
we've taken away some of the, used to have to use someone's drive, whatever. We just try to make it as fun as possible. We have all the little gimmicks and events going on as well. Yeah. It's a best ball. And if you don't have a foursome, I'll find you with a group, and we'll always assign people as we need. And
that's the fun of the best ball, where you can have a terrible shot, somebody else can have.
Exactly.
And everybody's involved in it, no matter what. You don't have to be a great golfer to be in it.
Exactly.
And so that's what's nice. You can
there's a couple groups that we have that are not great golfers, but they're great supporters. So I never say
that's what it's fun about.
And we have a good time, and we try to make sure. And we've always had Dad and Mr. Heffern helping out with the weather, and now I know we have Mom. So I'm hopeful it's going to be a most beautiful day.
Yes, I can almost guarantee that.
That's what I was thinking too.
So last year's outing, how did it go? Everything?
It was really good. Again, it's the same price. It's $100 per person. And again, that includes lunch, includes a fountain drink, or I think even a regular beer, or whatever they call a regular beer. Some of the door prizes that we have, some of the gifts and things like that. And it does include some of the other gimmicks, the string, and these are all things to help, and the mulligans and everything. Yeah. So we just started including that. But it was a great turnout last year. It was because of the turnout that we've continued to have, and I can't thank everyone enough for all the support. And again, being the only fundraiser, that's why Mom wanted to go to 10. Okay. Because we're not trying to make any sort of profit, obviously, and it was just like, you know what, we keep doing well, and we have a little cushion just in case, but hopefully we never have to use that.
Yeah,
but it's there
nice.
If we need, and it's a small little bit, but it's really because of the support we've gotten, from everyone. And it just comes out, and the whole sponsors, as I said, those are also $100. Or more, I'm okay. Or less, or whatever. Any donation, but the $100 to golf includes lunch, and obviously just the door prizes and stuff like that. And then we also have all the raffle prizes. And we've actually had some people, 2 winners, who were just golfers at the course who were not with our outing, paid for the raffle, won some of the things. So I'm like, hey, if you put your address on, we'll get you.
I mean, you buy the raffle tickets, correct?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, none come with the the sign up for the golf.
Correct.
So so the tickets you buy there.
Yeah.
Is it you just pull numbers, or you have like buckets that are in front of?
No, we have the buckets in front of the items.
So you
put it in.
Put all your tickets in one bucket if you want to try to win something. Okay.
And people tend to. And I always forget, there's a hole-in-one, there's a Buick for
Woody.
Everyone, from Woody Buick, for everyone who joins us and hits a hole-in-one on 17. you get a free Buick. Just all you got to do is
disclaimer at the bottom of the screen.
You must hit the hole-in-one.
You got to hit a hole-in-one.
But that's the little asterisk. You all get one as long as you hit the hole-in-one. So,
what hole is that on?
On 17. And they measure it out, so it's got to be at least I think it's 170. I don't.
That is one of the longer. That's always a tough hole for me. I don't know what it is.
I have more in the water there than I do, and some of the charities that have been out recently on the Saturday mornings. There's a girl, if you hit the green, you get your money back. I'm like, look, I haven't hit the green in 17 years. Who are we kidding?
It's a fundraiser, so you feel bad and you tell them to keep the money.
Right, that's what it comes down to. Yeah,
they know that too.
Exactly.
So if you can't make, how can you donate?
Again, through our website, czarnikheffernGolf.com. I'm sure they'll put it up.
It'll be on the screen.
To my email, it's just fpzarnik@gmail.com. Anything we can do, you can reach out, call us.
You can contact the village. We'll be able to send you over.
Thank you so much. Yes, and if the golf course isn't up, any numbers you can reach, we'll find you.
And again, the golf course can direct you in a certain way.
They're very helpful, and they have my contact information as well, because people might remember Fox Run more than my stuff, and they can call us over and help, and we'll try to take, as we said, anything helps. It is our only fundraiser for the whole outing, and it's really such a great cause to get the essays and to see the excitement of the seniors and when we present to them, and it's nice and it's fun to, every little bit helps. And
when do you present the
we actually do it at the park board, and we're going to do it today, this Thursday, but I don't know when we're taping, so I meant last Thursday.
No, I don't know. Yes, it'll probably be.
We try to do it at the Park District. We always have done it at the Park District meetings, closer to right before they go out for the summer or before they go for school. So
it's going to be busy. They're going to give out 2 of the youth scholarships there too, out of our 7. That we'll be doing.
Yes, I know. I heard.
Sometime after the show or before the show.
Before the show. So it'll be a big crowd.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Well, that's great. Well, they can tune into the park board meeting to watch people who won last year's.
Yep, exactly.
So, that's fantastic.
Exactly.
So we talked about the raffle. What are some of the prizes that you have?
Well, it's still up in the air, but we always seem to have a refrigerator that, one of those, and everyone, as you said, puts all their tickets in. We've got a couple grills. We've probably got some golf outing. Tito's has always been very generous and donate a couple things, some golf bags and some paraphernalia.
Oh, sure.
Some of the other Home Depot and Bosch have always been very generous and helped, and so we pick out sometimes gift cards and things like that. And then for the winners, we look for some of the local restaurants have donated and continue to donate, so we just try to help and say thanks to everyone.
Yeah, well, you must have some pretty good connections after 17 years of people. And
Mom had those connections.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry. Well,
no, it's
well, they better deal.
Well, that's kind of some of
they
the
don't
thing.
want the wrath to
It's
come.
fun. That's what I try to tell them. I'm like, and it's great is just as we announced we were going to do it, it was great to get that response of, hey, I've always donated. Send it to your mom's address. Is that okay? Yep, that's fine. I still have the mailbox. So
perfect. No, that's great.
It has been just a great outpouring, and the committee we're all always get nervous. It's still nothing changes. Or we think, it's not gonna, are we getting this? Are we that? And
yeah, after 17 years, I think, it's been going strong. I don't think it's going to change much. I mean, it's for such a good cause, and it's a fun time.
It is, and
you're getting something out of your money for it. And even if you just donate, it's a write-off.
That's right.
Anyways, people donate all the time. So.
Yep, and that's what we're hoping
for. And it's
for.
really not that much if, it's $100, but still, if you go out to eat, it costs you $80.
There you go, especially nowadays. Yeah, it's more.
So
but
it's well worth it. So the information that obviously we talked about, we'll have it on the screen, the website, where you can get more info or how to contact you.
Yep. That'd be great.
Again, it's July 28th.
July 28th. It's $100 a person per golfer. Doesn't have to be a foursome.
No,
but I'll always hook you up. And when you call the course, try to request a time or tell me.
Yeah.
We'll get as close as we can. For the years we've been doing it, I've been about 10, 20 minutes off. One way or the which isn't bad considering, where it's a random and like if you had said 11, maybe I'll get you at 11:10, and I'm like, I work as hard as we can. We're trying to do it. I think everyone knows it's a recommendation. I obviously will move as best we can to keep the groups together.
Yeah, and I guess it kind of opens it up too if there's a big gap where somebody can't go, the golf course can actually, since it's not one group playing at one time, they can fill in the times with
and we try to do that. That's why we just ask that if they sign up sooner rather than later, so that
try to get in a group,
and I can find where we have those gaps or compress it a little bit and try to release towards the end if we have to.
Well, it's a great cause. Sign up early if you can to get make sure
appreciate
the times are, and I look forward to many more years of seeing this. So,
I thank you for always having this time to discuss and for all the support that you've always.
We'll do it again next year. Let's put it down on the calendar.
We will.
Frank, thanks again for coming. It's a great cause.
Thanks for having me.
Look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the program, everyone. Scott and I decided to leave Frank and Jeff back at the studio and head out here to this beautiful garden at Christus Victor Lutheran Church on Arlington Heights Road. And we would like to introduce you now to a group of young men who are really interested in cars, and they are known as Those Guys Car Club.
Yep.
And we're going to go around the table and let them introduce themselves.
Well, thank you, and appreciate being invited to join you. My name is Dan. I've been with the club from the initiation in 2017.
2017, so you've been about 6 years.
We're in our 6th year.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Tim. Me and Dan founded the club together.
Oh.
So glad to be here, and hope everybody gets to see our video.
Oh. And next?
I'm John. I've been with the club for about 3 years now.
3.
I'm Brandon. I've been here about 4 years.
4.
I'm Steve. I'm the newbie, I guess. I've only been with the club for about a year.
Oh, 1 year into it. Well, let's get back to these two. Now, you said you started this organization. What made you come up with this idea?
We had a third member at the time, and it really started with Rotary Fest and trying to get a car show going there. So as we reached out and wanted to go to the car show, the Rotary Fest show would cancel. They couldn't get enough going. So one of the members reached out to us and said, guys, if we want to get this thing going, do you want to do it with us? So we took the opportunity. While we did that one, and we were reaching out for some donations for prizes and going through the community. So we reached out to Schaefer Auto for some giveaway items for the drivers, the car owners, and she actually asked if we would want to do a show there and do it as a fundraiser, and that was the start of it.
Oh, they're pretty popular. They draw a large crowd.
They do. Weather dependent, but we've got a good following. We're in our 6th year now, like we said, and we've gotten a good following. We've got over 100 people on our email contact list that we keep in touch with, let them know what events are going on. Not only ours, but neighboring communities as well.
Who takes credit for coming up with the name of the club?
Well, that was probably the 3 of us that originally started the club.
Was it the only name, or did you have a couple?
No, we had a couple of different names, but those guys just kind of seemed to stick because we thought, who did that? Those guys.
Those guys.
So that's how we ended up coming up with that one. Hey, who's running this? Those guys.
Those guys. Well, what kind of charitable events do you get involved with?
So each of our individual events that we organize, we have been choosing a charity to donate to. The very first one we did with Schaefer Auto, we actually donated the money to the Elk Grove High School Auto Club, auto shop. So we donated that one there. We just earlier this year we donated to, I forgot the name.
Shriners Children's
Shriners,
Hospital.
thank you. Sorry.
Oh, that's an excellent.
That was a good one.
We've also donated and worked with Packages for Patriots. So we like to try to keep it in the community. So we look for other opportunities as we're organizing the events. We're also thinking in the back of the mind, who can we raise for? We ask for a small donation, only and it's optional. We understand there's people that can't give or people are hard times, but we do ask for an optional donation. So it's gone pretty successful.
There are so many fancy cars sitting out there on the lot that will be displayed. What are your favorites?
Ooh, there's a lot of favorites out there. There's a lot of nice cars sitting out there.
What's the oldest one out there?
Probably Dan's or somebody who's a good follower of ours, Jerry. He's got an international pickup truck sitting, or actually it's not a pickup truck, it's actually a flatbed.
I saw it.
Truck,
It
yes.
is immaculate, and the condition of the flatbed.
Yes, and he's got several cars, so he follows us around and he always brings a different car to each event. So sometimes he brings 2. He'll bring a car and then he'll tow one behind him.
Wow.
So we help him out because he'll get here and have 2 cars, and we'll go, come on, Jerry. So we'll unhook a car for him, and then we'll help him park both cars. And at the end of the event, we'll help him hook back up so he can leave. Jerry's just been a great
supporter.
attendee.
Great supporter. Yeah.
Well, we always hear that saying about boys and their toys. Are there any women involved in this organization, or mainly men who are showing off their treasures?
Yeah. Yeah, it's mainly men. We don't have no women.
Yeah.
We would
Not by
love
choice.
to have some
Yes,
if they wanted.
If there's some out
they
there,
wanted
yeah.
to join and they wanted to.
But there are many women who are with their husbands or bring cars or
Right.
do attend the
and
events.
I think the one you're just referring to, I think he has his wife out there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now the Celebration of Community Car Show. What was that like organizing for that?
That was a nice surprise, I have to say. The village, Laura, the events coordinator, actually reached out to us to ask, guys, we want to do a car show in the village, and we don't know where to start. And as they went through other places, they contacted Christus Victor, and they asked some other people, and they said, how do you guys do it? And every one of them said, you need to go talk to those guys.
Those guys.
So they did reach out to us.
Those guys.
Yeah, that was good.
And they were really great to work with. Laura and the team were wonderful to work with. We kind of sat down, what do we need us to do? Of course, as their event, they took care of all the logistics and those things. They really wanted us to be more the parking, the running of the event, and making sure everything ran smoothly. So it was great to be a part of that. Unfortunately, I was unable to visit that, so Tim was there, so you can speak a little more about how the event itself was.
Event. Loved it. Got there a little bit early. The event actually didn't start till 3 o'clock. So I got there at 1 and started hanging the signs so we keep people in there and so forth. And making sure that, you know, people that were coming in parked in a certain area, because they were going to open that parking lot to public parking after Tony Ocean stopped playing. But then they decided, no, we're just going to give you guys the whole lot. Well, thank God they did, because we ended up filling the whole lot.
Yeah.
So it was a great event. I mean, working with, you know, as Dan said, Laura, working with the Public Works, the police officers, everybody. Everybody came together as a team and made that a great event.
Everybody loves a great car show. The cars are kept immaculate. And,
Yes.
Are they, with the insurance and all that, is it expensive for the maintenance?
Not super expensive. It's, you know, because they're not driven that much. So yeah, depending on how many miles you drive, it's not a daily driver, so they give you a discount, you know, on the insurance since you're not driving it daily.
And
So
I bet the
insurance, not too
drivers,
bad.
when they go to park, they make sure there's no one around them, because nobody wants to
Exactly.
ding
That's what
them.
we were a little worried about at the Elk Grove event, is because they were talking about opening up half that parking lot to spectator parking, you know, for the concerts.
Yeah.
But then we told them, you know, we can't be having, you know, the minivan parked next to the, you know, 60 Chevy, because they're not going to like that. So so they, like I said, they worked that all out and ended up giving us a whole lot, so we didn't have no problem.
So most of the people that come and view, are they interested in what's under the hood, or just the outer appearance that wows them the most?
A little bit of both, actually. You know, some guys like the horsepower, some guys like the bling, you know. So it's
Well, tell me, were cars made better back then? Or do you appreciate?
I believe they were.
Yeah, because they could actually, people could work on their cars then. I thought nowadays, not many men
Yeah,
can.
everything's computerized
Yeah.
now. So back then it was, you know, just the carburetor, adjust the, you know, timing or
Yeah.
whatever. But now you can't do that kind of stuff now.
You know, it's always a showstopper when you're driving down the street and you come upon a classic car, isn't it?
Yes.
Everybody stops and stares and
Right.
wonders, wow. Or it takes you back. I know, I'll say, oh my God, I remember that was what I went to the prom in back in 19 whatever.
Yeah,
Takes you back in time.
Yeah, that's why we like them so much. It takes you
Yeah.
back in time,
Time
brings back
to
those
a-
childhood
to a-
memories and stuff
A
like that. So.
more friendly, safer kind of day, you know, back to your childhood days.
Yes,
It's always gonna-
right.
Yeah.
I have a 46 Plymouth, so that one, to your point about are they built well, it's
Yeah.
all original, 77 years old, and runs great.
Well, is it hard if it does need parts to?
There surprisingly are a lot of restoration parts out there.
Yeah.
It could be found, yeah. It's really, restoration's really a big industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's a heavy car.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
thing's
That's
a
a
tank,
tank.
man.
Okay, so we're sitting here with something, I don't know what it is, on the table in front of you. What is this?
That's actually the trophy we're going to give away tonight. So what we do at all our events,
right, we have a
we have a trophy. So we make these. Dave, one of the members of our club, is really good with woodworking. So he actually routed out the wood for us
Nice.
and stained them and varnished them in the whole route. A friend of mine does small engine repair. So we got a bunch of lawnmower engines and weed whacker engines. And we took the pistons out of them, cleaned them up, and then bolted them to the wood. And then we got the plaques from a place, Forest Awards in Wooddale. They made the plaques for us.
And
then
this
we had
one
our,
says Pastor's Choice. for
yeah, so
Pastor
so the
Stefan.
pastor's picking the car for tonight. So
Oh,
so yeah, so whatever the pastor picks is
Well,
who gets the trophy tonight.
the pastor pick.
Right.
And when we do our other events, we've done Ellie's Pancake House. We're going to be doing a Tree Guys in that. So every event that we do we ask that the owner of the establishment or the restaurant or wherever we're working with, we ask them or their staff to come out, pick a car.
Okay.
They're the ones that choose who gets the trophy.
So you said Ellie's Pancakes coming up. Any other events you want to promote?
So earlier this year we did a Ellie's Pancake Breakfast Cruise. We do that in the morning. We invite the people to come out early, have breakfast with us, and then we have the show from 9 to 12. We'll be doing a second Ellie's one at the end of the year on August 26th. Prior to that, we actually we're currently working with Tree Guys Pizza in Itasca to do a show with them on July 30th.
Nice. Well, if we have any viewers that might be interested in joining those guys, I'm sure you welcome them.
Absolutely.
You know, you want
Always
more
looking for members.
automobiles,
Yes.
more.
More automobiles and more people to help out with, you know, getting things
Events.
organized and stuff like that. It's
Well, it sounds like a wonderful organization that does a lot to help many charities, and
Yeah.
it's all good. You guys obviously have fun doing it,
yes.
We do.
and you love showing off your toys.
Yes.
Well, we want to thank Tim and Dan for coming out on this beautiful day and inviting us to show off what you have sitting out there
Thank you. And thank
on
you
the
for
lot.
opportunity.
And yeah,
Yeah,
and
thank you guys for coming out and interviewing
yeah,
us.
and we want to thank our viewers for stopping by, and also for Frank Czarnik for being part of the program in honor of his mom and dad, the golf tournament. So we hope to see you all next month on In the Grove. Have a wonderful summer, everyone.